Guys, go ahead and spend some time, and you can go ahead and go on to your second part if you want, but maybe trying to come up with some strategies on how you think that we should solve for how many red Skittles are typically in a bag. We'll go back into that. So you're going to spend some time trying to come up with a strategy on how you would solve for how many red Skittles are typically in a bag.
3 remainder 2.
Did you come up with an answer? No, for the red. So we're just trying to figure out how many reds we think are probably in each bag. So if you need to use like this side, you can. Is that an answer? Is that a guess? Did you come up with an answer?
Well, I haven't counted them, so I can't round.
Okay, well, why don't we? So you said we haven't counted them, so you can't kind of come up with an exact answer yet. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's collect some data on our Skittles. So if you want to put just your red Skittles on that other plate, you can do that if it makes it easier.
I have 11 red.
So you have 11 red. Let's see how many I had.
You have 7.
I have 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did you have?
8. You can make 6 points, 7 points. So you want me to make this?
So now what?
Now I think you should round. Because 7 and 11 are both 4 apart. So I feel
So
like
7.
we should do half of that should be 9. Because 8 is pretty close to 9 too. So 9 should be our
9. So we think maybe 9 would be our... So how would you explain that to a friend? Because you said 7 and 11 are 4 apart, but 7 and 8 and 9 aren't 4 apart. So how would we get 9?
Well, because 11, I was doing 11 and 7 first because they're farther apart than any of the others. So, and they're 4 apart, so I took 2. So 2 minus 11 would be 9, and 2 plus 7 would be 9.
2 minus 11 would be 9?
Yes, and then 2 plus 7 would be 9.
Aubrey, what do you think about this? Do you think 2 minus 11 is 9? Can you guys show me that with your Skittles? If you had 2 Skittles and you subtracted 11, how that would equal 9?
11 minus 11 minus.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, go ahead. What were you saying next?
And then 7 plus 2.
And then you did 7 plus 2?
Yeah. And then 9 is like.
And what was that?
9.
Okay.
And then 9 is 1 off of 8 and 13 eighths. So I just kind of rounded up to that because all the other numbers kind of had something in common with that number.
Okay, so you did 8 plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was in common?
What do you mean?
You said that all the other numbers had something in common with that number.
So both 11 and 7 were, so they had a sharing factor of 4 because they both, 11 minus 2 would be 7. So I did, so there's 11 minus 2 and 7 plus 2. They both got the same number.
Okay. So then why didn't we use 2 with the 8?
So it was like rounding, you just kind of have to get kind of an estimate.
Okay, so it's just kind of a guess. Okay. Do you think there's a way that we might be able to get a more exact answer? Aubrey, what do you think?
Can I do it?
Okay. What did you think?
I think because they all have something in common.
They all have something in common. Is it that they're red or that they're Skittles?
Both.
Both. So is that how we got the number 9? It's because they're red and they're Skittles?
No.
How did you get the number 9?
Because 8, because 11 would be too high for 7 and 8, and so 2 higher of 7 would be 9, and 1 higher of 8 also be
Okay. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to take just your red Skittles out, and we're going to combine all of our red Skittles. So let's do this. And I want you guys to, we're going to put all of our red Skittles out. Try to keep them separate. And I want you guys to make lines with your red Skittles. I almost put my purple Skittles out there. Colors are hard. Okay, so how many did you have, Ren?
8.
You had 8.
I had 11.
You had 11. And I had 7.
No, you got one more.
Oh, I think she still had 11, right? Let's double count. Or let's double check and count again.
6, 7, 8, 9,
How many did you
10,
have?
11. 8.
Okay. So what is a way that we could make our Skittles even? So this is my bag and this is your bag and this is your bag. What?
You could give your extra Skittles since yours is an even number, so you don't have another partner for this one. You could give that to her, so that would give her a partner. You don't have even.
Okay. So if I gave her my Skittle, or the other way around, but then would we all have the same amount in our bags? How could we get that maybe? So let's see what would happen if she gave me her Skittle. Okay, so now how many do I have? And how many do you have? And how many does she have? Okay, so now what should she do?
It's still no. Because if she gave each of us one, we would all have one.
Would we?
No, she'd have 8. Yeah.
So think about that. You guys spend some time thinking. Maybe you can write on your papers. You can talk to each other. Just spend some time thinking. How do you think that we could solve this?
I have an idea.
Well, let's spend some time thinking. Don't lose your idea. Okay, tell me your idea.
First, kind of, then we would each have 13 because if she already gave her that one extra Skittle, then each of us got 5, we would have 13 each.
Okay. So but we have 3 bags of Skittles. So we're kind of trying to figure out how many are in each bag. And I mean, would there ever be one bag with no red Skittles? So we're trying to figure out how many red Skittles would be in each bag, and we have to consider all 3 bags. So that was a really good thought, because if we took all 3 of them and combined them and then just split them in half, then that would be right. But we have to consider all 3 bags. But I like where you're going with that.
Well, this number can't be divided by 3.
It can't.
26 can't be divided by 3.
Is that how many we have?
Yeah.
So we have 26 Skittles total? Or total red? Do you agree with that, Aubrey? We have 26 red. So you said it can't be divided evenly. What do you mean by that?
Well, it can't be divided evenly because nothing can be multiplied and get. Nothing can be multiplied by 3 to get 26.
So nothing could be multiplied by 3 to get
It
26.
could be 24, but that would have us 2 left over.
2 left over. So then someone would be sad. So can you show me that with your Skittles?
What do you mean?
Show me them split up with 2 left over.
So 8 times 3 would be 24.
What times 3 would be 24?
8.
You said 8 times 3.
That's 16.
So is this all one bag, or would these be
This is
separated
yeah.
like this?
Yeah.
So how many do we have in each bag?
8.
So we have 3 groups of 8 with 2 left over. So what do you think we could do with those 2 left over? How do you eat them? We could eat them, and then they would just disappear. But what do you think we could do with those 2 left over to where everyone has the same amount in their bag?
We can't do anything. 2 can't go evenly into 3. 1 would have 1 less.
Okay. So let's try this with our orange Skittles. I promised you that we would do it with orange Skittles. So you had 11, so take 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I only have
9,
7.
10, 11.
Okay. So let's do our orange Skittles next.
I don't have very many. So my estimate. We got estimate. Oh, we got estimate.
Okay, go ahead. You're doing your guess that's too high and too low? Okay.
I don't know why, but I like it.
Okay, what's your guess?
Mine? The too low, 4. And too high, 8.
Aubrey?
Too high is 18. Too low is 4.
Okay. How many do you think are going to be in each bag?
I think 6 or 7.
6 or 7? Aubrey, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pull our Skittles out.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I have 6.
I have 9.
And she
Oh
has
my
9.
gosh.
Okay. So how could we make this even?
So you have 6, I have 7, I have 9.
And she has 9. So what do you think we need to do?
Overall skills.
So we have orange. 6, 7, and 9.
But I got 22. I had 6 and 7, which is 13. And then 9 plus 13 is 22.
Aubrey, do you agree with this? Why can't that be divided into 3 even?